Hey everybody, happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Coming at you a little earlier tonight.
Yes, we're a little early this evening as you have to go pick up an old friend from the airport. And then, so he's going to visit his friend at college, and then you guys are arranging a play date for your sons.
No.
No?
My old friend is going to visit his son at college.
What did I say?
I don't know. You didn't say that.
Should we start this over again?
Cut.
Here, get your drink.
No. Yeah. Happy Friday.
Hey everybody, happy Friday.
Coming at you a little earlier tonight.
Okay. I don't know what I said, but what I meant was that you guys are going to take your sons and have a play date. Even though the sons are in college. I don't know what you call it if people are in college. Is that still a play date?
I don't think it's a play date.
Okay.
Yes. Picking up Mossy from the airport. Matt.
Okay.
All of my friends in college had very colorful nicknames. I was thinking about this today. The nicknames. We had Big Bry, we had Mossy, Sluggo, Bonesy, Stubby, who else? Digger. I mean, there's just, it goes on and on.
We knew there was...
Stony Rich.
Yeah, Stony Rich.
You can guess what was wrong with him.
Okay. All right. Let's do Where in the Heck Are We? So we are somewhere in San Diego. You can see behind us. Where are we? If you know, tell us in the comments and we'll reveal at the end. Yeah, so it's a restaurant. You're still thinking about paying the bill?
Mm-hmm.
It's a restaurant on the beach, and they're known for their fresh seafood dishes and extensive wine list.
And very small portions.
And very, very large tabs at the end. Okay, let's go on to Market Watch now. So we're let's just try and keep this let's not have discussion afterwards. This is just going to be 1 minute and then we're going to move on.
Uno momento, por favor.
Yeah, the real estate market is not very much fun to talk about right now.
But that's what we do.
Well,
I mean,
not so much on Friday evening.
All right, well.
For 1 minute.
It is,
okay.
it is what it is.
I just dropped my notes. What am I going to do now? Okay, all right, there you go.
Okay, so this week in San Diego real estate, the number of homes continue to rise after being plateaued for about 3 months. Number of new listings did drop off a little bit, and the number of pending sales remained flat, and the number of closed sales bounced off of its 27-year low. But overall, homes for sale are increasing, which is going to lead to softening prices and already has softened things up just a little bit. And the reason for all of this is the 7.63 average 30-year fixed mortgage, according to Freddie Mac, over the last 7 days. And this is the average, which means a lot of people, especially in San Diego, because you're using jumbo financing, are a lot closer to 8%. And of course, this is finally leading to some declines in median price, which may or may not continue, but have for the last couple of months, and that's what's happening.
All right. Well, we weren't going to talk about that anymore, but now I need to reach my notes. I'm going to see if I can grab them with my feet. Oh, look, that was easier than I thought.
It's easier than you thought.
Okay. If only everything were so easy.
My leg is.
What's wrong with your leg?
It's all right. It's going numb.
Do you need to go to the hospital or something?
No, okay. I need a sports massage.
Okay. All right, let's see. Let's get out of here. This is the part where we watch an animal video, and we've been doing, zoo animals and stuff lately, but today we're going to watch our own cats again. And hopefully this error. Okay, yeah. This is our cats, Buddy and Bella, having some fresh wheat grass.
They love it.
Oh, yeah. I grow pots of wheat grass for them, and I have to keep rotating the pots because they eat the wheat grass and then it's gone.
They eat it up.
Yes. All right.
I tried eating some of it once. It kind of made me a little queasy.
Sick.
Yeah.
Maybe it was all the cat spit.
Could have been.
Okay. Oh, dang it. I need my glasses. All right.
Dang.
I still can't read this. Well, maybe if I just get out of here.
Kaiser, do they have steak and cake? Oh. Do they have?
They do have steak. Yeah, and I'm sure they do have steak and cake.
Fancy
steak and cake. Yeah, there should be a restaurant that only serves steak and cake.
Right.
Okay, so in other news of stuff that's happening in our backyard, I successfully grafted a dragon fruit for the first time.
She grafted dragon fruit.
Yeah, and this maybe isn't the prettiest graft, but it's the first one I ever did. The next one will look better. So this is an American Beauty dragon fruit cutting that is grafted. Here you can see the graft. Grafted onto, this is mature rootstock that I grew from a cutting my neighbor gave us. So anyway, that was the most exciting thing that happened to me this week. And I also have an announcement, which is that I'm all about grafting dragon fruits now. That's all I do. I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to give up all of my other hobbies and interests and only graft dragon fruits.
Wow.
So I'm not going to talk about anything else. If you want to talk to me, you're going to have to talk about grafting dragon fruits. If you want to hang out with me, you're going to have to like hold my tools and stuff. Not just you, but anybody. This is all I do now is graft dragon fruits. So
wow.
This is the last one of these shows. We're not doing this anymore.
You waited until right now to spring this on me.
Mm-hmm.
This is a real shift.
Yes.
You heard it here first, folks. Deva
Right.
only deals with dragon fruit from here on out and nothing else.
Okay.
That'll ought to be interesting.
All right. So let's move on now and talk about donuts. Oh no, that's wrong. We're not talking about that yet.
Grafting dragons. Dragon fruit.
So San Diego has a new, I guess MLS means Major League Soccer. Is that right?
Yes.
Not multiple listing service.
That too.
So they have a new team, and they were going to have a big event this evening where they unveil their new name and the logo and the colors. And it was supposed to be at Snapdragon Stadium. Well, some news outlet named The Athletic leaked it online.
Oh,
so
good job.
Now we can all see it. So this is their new crest and colors, and it is called San Diego. What does FC stand for?
San Diego FC. Football club?
Yeah, that's what it's called, San Diego Football Club. Which to me kind of sounds, I mean, I don't know much about sports, but that kind of seems like naming the Padres San Diego baseball team.
Yeah, well.
So I'm not sure if that's underwhelming or not.
I think soccer, I mean, we call it soccer. In Europe, it's called football, and it's still called football.
Yeah. As opposed to football Americano, which is
right.
what everyone else.
They don't name their sport. They don't name these teams like, you know, we name we tend to have borrowed a lot of Native American nomenclature for our major sporting teams, which is shifting over the years. But
football.
Anyway, what's that?
Oh, I'm just talking in the comments. Football,
yeah. Anyway, you know, like Manchester United. That's a soccer team.
Yeah,
and
I understand they're the best too.
Yeah,
Are they still the best?
If you're not a Manc. Anyway, yeah, Manchester. They're from Manchester. They're United. You know, they don't have the fancy animal and other names. I don't think.
Well, anyway, this is the big reveal.
San Diego Football Club. It's kind of a cool logo.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's like a soccer ball.
Oh, okay. All right.
Football. And I like the border there with the sort of transitioning between the blue and the orange and the yellow, and you know.
Yeah, those are nice colors.
Kind of nice.
All right, now we'll talk about donuts. I tried to skip ahead and talk about donuts early, but Fox 5 has compiled a list of donut shops with unique fall flavors. Some of these sound pretty good. Devil's Dozen Donut Shop on Kettner Boulevard. These sound like, you know, standard fall flavors. Now this one, Nomad Donuts in North Park. They've got some unique combinations going here. Mole and plantain, filled mole glaze, creamed plantain filling, and sesame seed.
Wow.
And this one here, pink panna cotta, and they're specifying that it's non-vegetarian lime zest, panna cotta, and strawberry mint dust.
Okay.
That sounds pretty unique. Now I'm going to skip on down to this one.
Bean stitch.
This is the one I want.
Filled vanilla custard. Okay.
The Stroopwafel donut.
Oh.
Gooey caramel glaze and mini Stroopwafel garnish.
Where is this?
It's somewhere in North Park on
Nomad.
University. So I really need one of these Stroopwafel donuts. So next time you're in North Park, please stop and get me a Stroopwafel donut.
Okay, well.
And if you go to North Park and you don't get a Stroopwafel donut, I'm going to be very disappointed. I'm planning to eat it while I graft my dragon fruits.
Okay. Now, of course, there are some donut purists in San Diego that would say VC's Donuts over on the coast is the only donut shop. I think it's VC's. And then, you know, so it doesn't seem like Sesame Donut has any.
No, but I mean, this is just 5 donut shops. This doesn't mean Sesame isn't any good.
I got to make sure about that name before I.
VC's Donuts? All right, well, I'm not sure how long we're supposed to hang around and wait for you to Google these donuts.
Well, Don Schoenberger was, VG.
VG's donuts, okay.
VG's, yeah. Aberdeen, 106 Aberdeen Drive, Cardiff. That's like supposedly the, VG's is the OG.
Okay. Grafting donuts. I wonder if I could graft a donut onto a dragon fruit.
I don't know.
Okay.
Apparently at VG's you're going to find, spaced out surfers hanging out eating donuts.
Okay. Well, anywhere you want to eat donuts is cool with me. I like donuts, probably my favorite food. Let's move on to Pacific Beach, where the beach bug is now charging people to ride. And that's it's a beach shuttle.
Oh.
So it drives, there's the 4 of them, they're electric cars, and they drive people around. Used to be free, not anymore.
Oh, I didn't even know it was. Okay. Shows you how much time I spend in Pacific Beach.
Anyway, $250, that's still pretty good.
To ride where?
Up and down and around Pacific Beach.
Okay. Well, anytime you can get a ride for $250, I guess that's good. Free is better.
Yeah. That's kind of all I have to say about that. I guess that was a pretty short discussion.
That was a short discussion. Yeah.
Okay. So now, so you know how kids don't learn cursive in school anymore?
Yes, I read this earlier this week.
Yeah. So the governor just passed a bill requiring students in 1st through 6th grade to learn cursive handwriting.
That's socialism.
I'm
kidding.
Let's not talk politics.
I'm not talking politics.
Oh, okay.
You should have your own morning wake and bake talk show.
Okay.
Hell yeah, that would be awesome. Wouldn't get much done the rest of the day.
So yeah, kids have to learn cursive now, and I guess that's probably good because our son John just got his driver's license, and you have to have an official signature, and most people's are in cursive. Well, he just printed his name in like stick letters, and now that's his official signature on his driver's license, and it kind of looks silly. So I think maybe kids probably should learn cursive.
So our students in the house, teens, I guess we call them, not kids. So they're part of the generation that didn't learn cursive, and now kids coming up are going to learn cursive again.
Yeah. So our students, don't know how to write in cursive, and they can't. Their signatures,
look silly.
Yeah, they look silly.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had John's driver's license to show the folks what John's signature looks like. It's just like these very challenged looking little block letters.
And now he's stuck with it.
Yeah, that's your signature.
That's his signature.
Until he gets a new driver. I mean, but they didn't teach him to write cursive. I'm not going to. I mean, who's going to spend the time?
Well, I remember sitting down with him and trying to teach him cursive, and he was busy doing other things. He wasn't interested.
I remember when I was in Mrs. Stiff at Delta View Elementary. She was.
Didn't she drive a hearse?
She did. Yes, her name was Mrs. Stiff, and she drove a hearse. That was. I mean, she thought that was the funniest thing. She was a very funny lady. She always wore black. Her skin was pale. I mean, and her name was Mrs. Stiff, and she drove a hearse. For a while, she drove an old Chevy Monza, but then she traded that in for a used hearse. Anyway, she was very meticulous about her handwriting, and she would make us sit there with lined paper and just write spirals, like endlessly, like lines and lines, just to get the cursive right. And at one time, I know it's hard to believe looking at my writing now, but at one time I could write very beautiful cursive because of Mrs. Stiff.
Good old Mrs. Stiff.
Good old Mrs. Stiff. And she played the piano. And for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade, I had her, and we would sing songs and write cursive and learn whatever the hell it was you learned in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade.
Those were the golden days.
Those were the golden years. Golden years.
Yeah. Okay. So there wasn't a lot of good news this week. It was kind of thin on fun stuff to talk about. So I decided
depending on your perspective,
a
yes.
CBS 8 news throwback, and I really enjoy these.
Let's talk about the turmoil. No, let's not. Never mind.
Let's talk about interest rates some more.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to look at this video. It's a News 8 throwback to 1979 Rasputin's nightclub.
Oh.
And let's go ahead and turn on the sound for this. Here, you take
this is Larry Himmel, and he was a legit. I mean, this guy was a legit reporter for News 8. I mean, look at the hair and the facial hair and it.
Okay, so everyone should be able to hear now.
San Diego's 5 hottest night spots is that there are a lot of good clubs in the city, and everybody's got their favorite. But I chose Rasputin's as one of the 5 for two good
It's
reasons.
loaded.
Ah, this place looks cool.
Oh my God, look at that. Yeah, the lighted
Those
dance
reasons
floor.
are Lori Ball and Mike Kim, who, representing Rasputin's, recently
Tony
won the
Manero
first
and,
annual San
Stephanie
Diego
Mangano.
Disco
Yeah.
Ballroom Dance Championship. And their
It totally
victory
is.
was no
Oh
accident.
yeah.
How long
Totally Saturday
have
Night Fever.
you two been
San Diego's
a
version.
competition couple?
5 months, 30 hours a week.
It's work, but we have a good time too, or we wouldn't have stayed with it this long.
And the hours of practice are evident on the dance floor. The couple are so attuned to each other that once they're set in motion, they move as one. Disco poetry in motion.
That's a cool dance floor.
It is.
I wonder if there's anywhere still left like this.
I don't know.
Mike and Lori's commitment to disco
We should
is
build
deeper
one of
than
these in our
dancing.
living room.
It is a lifestyle.
Okay.
It can change lives
Okay.
one way
Do
or
it right
another.
now.
The classy
Well,
dancers will dress
Look at
classy.
that. He's doing
They'll
the
carry on a
robot.
disco
Oh,
tradition.
damn.
Very
Make it a
early
classy tradition.
adaptation.
You do have the
That's-
casual
yeah,
people,
that's,
you have the
that's
drinkers,
impressive.
you have the
I
rowdies.
wonder where these people are now.
But
Look at it. He's
basically,
I wonder if he
mining.
can
dancers
still
are
do
not
that.
drinkers.
Whoa,
and
this is some of the
they're
best mining I've
generally
seen,
not
too.
really
I
rowdy
don't
people,
usually
they're
like
just
mining.
out
Yeah, I
to
don't
have a
usually
good
enjoy
time.
mining either,
It's
but that
good
was
physical
good.
exercise.
Oh, no platform shoes. That's
We
true.
both teach,
Oh.
so we teach from 4
You're
o'clock
right.
until
The
10
lady's
o'clock in
wearing
the
some
evening, and then
high
we get to
shoes,
He
but
does.
yeah.
He does need some
Now,
platforms.
do you teach
Yeah.
these people who come off the street and say, I'd like to learn
Well,
how to disco
They
dance?
come
for
in with 2
Sandy.
left feet, and we give them the one left foot to the right foot.
Still, though,
now
that's
that
pretty
weekends.
now that Kaiser
A
said
lot of
that,
the clubs in town
Yeah.
are going to be wall
you got to admit,
packed.
Kaiser, he's got a
Do the
hell of a
hotter
robot
dancers
going
come out on a
now.
Monday and a
the
Tuesday
miming,
night?
I
would
mean,
be better
Monday,
with.
Tuesdays,
Would be
Wednesdays,
better. Oh, it looked like he was
Thursdays
about
are
to do
nights.
the worm.
Fridays
They
and
didn't show
Saturdays, here
that.
comes the movies, fishing.
Now, some critics say that disco is a passing fad, like
Disco
hula
is
hoops
not a
or puka
passing
shells.
fad.
Hell no.
But the fact
Ridiculous.
is that the disco phenomenon has got people dancing more now than in any other period of our country's musical history. And for a couple like Mike and Lori, it's apparent
try
that
and find
disco
these
is
people
more
and
than
see
a
if they wanna
style
hang
of
out.
dancing. It's a way
how
of
old do you
life.
suppose
Right
these
now,
people
there's
would be
just a
now?
Western Regional Championships,
This
and
is
we're trying for that.
1979.
If we make that, we'd like to
No
go
way-
for
no way
United
to
States
tell.
champions.
For News 8, I'm Larry Himmel at Rasputin.
Larry Himmel, nice.
All right.
Now, see, that was when local news was like good.
Yeah, that's some real news there. Hard-hitting news.
Not enough gold, and he's
Custom wrap era. Okay, yeah, okay. He needs some platform shoes, more gold. That's true. There is still room. That was pretty good, but there is room for improvement.
But I gotta tell you, I mean, this is the one. News 8 has a YouTube channel, and it's awesome because they have all these throwback. And I don't know what's up with the other San Diego TV stations. Are we done with the desktop audio?
Yeah. Well, no, we're not.
Oh, I don't know what's up with the other San Diego TV stations and their old stories, but when you go back and look at some of this stuff from the 1970s and 1980s, I mean, they just spent 3 minutes on this Rasputin's nightclub, and they would never do that now. You would never see that now. It just
Stay classy, San Diego.
and the funny thing is, and not funny, it's almost sad that it's so much easier to go on location and get video and audio now than it was then. So you would think that you'd have an army of reporters out there collecting just cool local stories, but no. So I am
better, San Diego
I
news
am
team.
calling on the San Diego news teams to assemble, and make some better shit.
I want to see some cool nightclub footage
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yes.
All right, okay, so let's go to Detroit, where a nonprofit has broken the world record for the most cereal boxes toppled like dominoes.
Okay.
You don't like that?
All right. Well, no, that's.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
National
Oh, here we
go.
Move for Hunger.
Oh,
broke
Tony Tiger.
Guinness World Record
I
for
think these are all
most
Kellogg's
cereal
cereals.
boxes
It must have been
toppled in
sponsored by
domino
Kellogg's.
fashion at the Henry Ford Detroit Pistons Performance
That's a lot
Center,
of
where
cereal.
Ronnie just was. Officials
It's
with
like
the Pistons
Rice
say it was
Krispies.
about much more than breaking
Maybe
that
it's
record.
like Captain Crunch,
It also
like
raised
God, I used to
awareness
love
about
Rice
the
Krispies.
dangers of food insecurity and
So what is that,
food
Special
waste
K?
in
I
the
didn't know they
US.
Oh, I
even
used to
still
lo-
made Special
man, I
K.
used to-
That was it. Oh, okay. Sorry, folks, that was a short one.
Special K, Rice Krispies, and Cheerios. Those were my favorites.
To me, Cheerios kind of taste like cardboard, but
Not if you drown them in sugar.
oh, okay, all right.
But yeah, now they do.
All right.
They do.
Well, now I'm gonna turn off this desktop audio.
Okay.
Now we're going to reveal the where in the heck are we. So if
I
you
know
guessed
exactly where we
the
are.
Marine Room,
Yes.
you were correct. And this is on one of the rare days of the year when the waves are crashing along the windows there.
The tide
This
is
is
high,
a very
but I'm
exclusive.
moving
I'm
on.
gonna try and climb. I'm trying to climb up the steps, and I could earlier, but it's not letting me now. This is embarrassing.
There's your arrow.
I know. Oh, look at these fancy folks here. We've been to the Marine Room one time.
Once.
And it was good. Oh gosh, I really want to go up there. It's not letting me. All right.
Right, calm down.
Anyway.
Everybody
Wait.
calm down. Everybody calm down. There it is. You're in
No,
there.
that's.
You're right up
Oh
against
yeah.
the
Okay.
line.
Look, there's some folks playing on the beach there.
Yeah. It's a lovely restaurant. I mean,
Yeah.
the setting, you're not going to get much better than that. But man, oh man, it's just like when you, I don't know. And the food was delicious. The service was great. It's just, I mean, to spend that kind of money on one meal just feels so wrong.
Well, you know, my favorite restaurant is Mitch's, and
Seafood,
people don't
yes.
want to hear me talk about Mitch's Seafood again. But
Yes, it's
the
posh,
view is,
exactly.
Yeah, I don't need a restaurant to be posh. I just need some decent food and a good view.
Right. But it was, I mean, to go there once and experience it, fine.
Yeah, it was
fine.
good.
It was
Right,
good.
It was good.
But you could go get some fish and chips at Mitch's for $20 and go sit right on the beach and get a real similar vibe.
Yes. So the Marine Room has been featured in numerous movies and TV shows, including Top Gun and the OC.
Wow.
And it's also hosted many famous guests, including JFK Jr., Marilyn Monroe, and
Now, was it JFK or JFK Jr.?
both of them.
Both of them. All right. Well, you know, okay. We won't involve the Marine Room in any conspiracy theories.
Okay. And also Frank Sinatra. Yes.
How lucky can one guy be? Yes. Eating at the Marine Room, you see. All right. Well, the Marine Room, that's where we were. And, you know, if you want a really super duper expensive seafood meal, that's where you should go.
Okay.
And then you can go buy In-N-Out Burger afterwards and fill up because
Because you're going to still be
you're
hungry
gonna
after
be hungry,
spending
yeah.
$700 on dinner.
Well, 4 people.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Boy, I know there's more nicknames, but I can't.
Oh, you're trying to still think of nicknames of people from college.
There were.
We had like 4 different dudes named Adam.
Yes, there was. Tweaker Adam,
Funky Adam.
Funky Adam, Hick Adam, Gangster Adam.
Okay.
Those were the 4 Adams. Stony Rich.
You already mentioned Stony Rich.
Yeah. So we had Bonesy, Sluggo, Mossy, Phrase Craze. That was Scotty's nickname.
Okay.
Yeah, Planker. Well, Matt Planker. Anyway, it's not important. These
Yes,
people don't
we are.
care. You folks don't care about this. None of you care. All right. Well, no. I want everybody to have a phenomenal weekend here in San Diego. And
You're going to have a phenomenal weekend because you're going to build me a dragon fruit trellis for my dragon fruit grafting.
That's going to be awesome.
I know. You need to go to Home Depot and get some wood and some cinder blocks
I get to get wood.
at Home Depot.
Okay.
Yes.
Do I have to pay extra for that?
I don't know. I've never gotten wood at Home Depot. So.
Well, I've gotten lots of it.
At Home Depot?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. And it is expensive. So, all right, yeah, I'm building dragon fruit trellis this weekend, helping John install a new car stereo, number of other things. But everybody in San Diego and elsewhere, if you're watching from other parts, as Kaiser up there on the Central Coast.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by, and we will chat you up again next week.
Yes.
Like, share, subscribe, and comment.
Craft fruit cups and donut jello shooter boats. Wow, that's a tall order. I'm going to have to think about that one. But that
Yes.
could be that sounds like a weekend project for sure.
That's a couple of weekends right
Yes.
there.
All right. Well, we'll put that on our to-do list. All right, everybody. Happy weekend, and we'll see you next time.